Hello and welcome everyone. It is time for Jim Comics Top Picks for New Comic Book Day. This upcoming Wednesday, February 13th, 2019. Best day of the week. Man, you can't beat New Comic Book Day. Looks to be a good week too. There's some really good stuff coming out. Some good independents too. So we'll get into all that in just a second. As usual, I'll run through what I'm looking at, give you my top picks, my top covers, and a couple spec books. And I got a really good spec book for you, which you're going to want to buy. So we'll get into that in just a second. Thank you to all my subscribers. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos, send me comments. I say it every week, but I really mean it, so thank you so much. And my comic shop shout out this week is Heroes and Fantasies in San Antonio, Texas. I've talked about a couple shops in Texas. I think I may have even mentioned this one about a year or so ago, but I mention it again because it's a cool looking store. And I know a few of my subscribers who are pretty cool people. They shop at that store. So I had to give it a shout out. It looks like a wicked store. It's huge and it's got a ton of stuff. So I had to give them a shout out. So Heroes and Fantasies, you are my shout out this week. Address and phone numbers down in the comments. If you're in the area, give them a call. Stop in, say hi, set up a pull list, support your local shop. That looks like a good one. I got to do a tour one of these days around the country and stop at all these shops. I keep saying that, but I'm going to do it. So anyways. In the background, I keep forgetting to talk about my books in the background. Because Savage Sword of Conan is relaunching this week, I pulled out one of my books that I had in my closet. It's issue 100, that's from 1984. I got a whole bunch. I got earlier ones, but that's the one I found. I've also got Immortal Hulk number 2 on the left and Avengers 684 on the right. We'll talk about those in a little bit. You're all well aware of the importance of those, but I got some new stuff which you're going to want to... Anyways, we'll get into it. So my books I'm looking at this week, start with my independents from Amigo, God of Bad Men number 1. Looks like an interesting title. 2 covers for that one. Going to try and get that. It looks like it's sold out of Midtown, so if you can get a copy, try to get one. Don't overpay for it. I mean, it's one of these things. This book could be, you know, I'm sure when it launches on Wednesday it's going to be 15, 20 bucks, but it could either go up or it could go right down to cover price. So anyway, just be careful. This next one from Antarctic, I recommended this one probably 4 months ago, 5 months ago. I don't remember how long ago it's been now, but it was supposed to be out, I'm pretty sure, in November. But it's now, looks like it's just coming out this week. It's The Devils number 1. There's only one cover. It looks really good. It's going to be a low print run. Looks like a cool story. I highly recommend you pick that one up if you can find it. It looks really good. That's, like I say, I pre-ordered that. I don't even remember how long ago it was. I forget how, it was at least 4 or 5 months ago. So anyways, I talked about that quite a bit in one of my videos before. Another one that looks really good is Exciting Comics number 1. Now this comic was ran in the 40s. So from 1940 to 49, there was only 69 issues. So basically 70 years ago it ended. And it's coming back. Antarctic's putting it out. And it looks really cool. There's a bunch of cool covers for it. I'm going to try and get cover A. I think that one looks the best, but there's a bunch of other ones and they look really nice. So if you can get one of those, get it, because it's kind of cool that they're relaunching a book from the 40s. They're going to bring back some of the original characters, and they're also going to be introducing some new ones. So I highly recommend you grab that one. It looks really good. That's it for my independents, but those... I got Image, Gideon Falls number 11. I love this story. There's 2 covers for that. Both covers are nice. B is a really nice... Miko Sayan, I can never pronounce this guy's name, Soyan or Sayan. Anyways, it's a really nice cover. I really like it. So there's 2 covers for that. Magic Order number 6 has been a really good series. There's 3 covers for this, and to be honest, I'm not all that keen on the covers for this, so I'm probably just going to grab one copy of cover A, because I usually grab them all, but the covers look kind of bleh, this one. So anyways, and for anybody that's interested, Spawn 293, that black and white issue from a few weeks ago where it was misprint color and all that, they are reissuing a corrected black and white version this week, so it will be out in the same number as there was of the last one. If that's something you want, get it. I'm not getting it. I've got the other one. So anyway, just want to let you know. From DC, Batman Who Laughs number 3. This series has been really good and I'm really enjoying it. So there's 2 covers for that, and both covers are really nice. There's a nice Jock cover, cover A, and then a really nice Federici cover B. I mean, they're both gorgeous covers. Man, those are really nice. I paid more for some of the limited variants than I will for that, because those are just cover price. They're really nice. Detective Comics 998, getting close to 1,000, and boy, this story, there's good stuff popping up in these books, so I highly suggest you get this one. 2 covers, cover A and B. I'm just grabbing cover A, but it looks really good. Justice League Dark number 8, 2 covers for that one, and it looks like there's a new Lords of Order in this one, so I don't know if that's going to be a first appearance or not, but I mean, that's on my pull list anyway, so I'm definitely grabbing that. And Wonder Twins number 1 launches this week. 2 covers for that one. I'm going to grab 1 cover, or 1 copy cover A. I'll take a read and see what it's like, but that's, I don't know where that's going, but it looks kind of interesting, so I'm definitely going to check it out. That's it from DC. From Marvel, Amazing Spider-Man number 15, only 2 covers, and you know what, I really wish they'd do more with Spider-Man. It's a flagship character, and it just feels like it's stagnating and just treading water and going nowhere. Oh man, anyways, I'm going to keep going. I love Spider-Man, so I'll grab 1 copy cover A, but I really wish they'd do a little more with him. Avengers No Road Home number 1. This is the weekly, the new weekly event title that launches, much like No Surrender, which you see in the background there. And man, I highly suggest you pick up every issue of this run, because there will be stuff in this run that plays out down the road, just like 684 and 682 and a couple other issues. There will be some big stuff going on in here, so get this one on your pull list. Get the whole, all the way through. I'm going to get cover A for the most part for all of them, and I will pick up the odd variant if I like it, but in my opinion, cover A is the one to get if you can get it. So, and just keep your eyes peeled, because throughout this run there will be some hidden variants in there, probably at least one somewhere in this run. So just keep your eyes open for that, because they will be coming. Captain Marvel number 2 is out this week. 4 covers for that, and it sounds like there's a new team being put together by Captain Marvel with Spider-Woman, Hazmat, Echo, and Psalm. I don't know if Psalm is a new character. I'm not 100% sure of that. I'm not a huge Captain Marvel fan, but I grabbed issue 1. I'm going to grab issue 2. So there are a few Immortal Hulk reprints out this week. So for issue 2, you got printing number 3. For issue 3, you got printing number 3, and for issue 7, you got printing number 2. So if you're interested in those, they should be out this week. Whether or not your shop ordered it, I don't know. But anyways, I want to let you know about this Marvel Tales Annotated. It's a 25th anniversary of Alex Ross's Marvel Tales from back in the 90s. I'm not getting it. I love Alex Ross and his artwork, but I'm not interested in just a they're basically they're $7 a copy, and it's a reprint of the original with some added bonus stuff in it. But I'm not getting it. So, but if you are interested, just want to let you know that's out there. Savage Sword of Conan number 1, that is relaunching this week, and as I mentioned, I got my Savage Sword of Conan in the background in honor of that. And this is cover A is a really nice Alex Ross cover. As I mentioned, his work is just stunning, so I love it. But I'm only going to grab probably cover A for that. There's a ton of covers for that one, so you grab what you want. But there's some really nice ones out there. And last one I'm getting from Marvel is Thor number 10. 2 covers for that, A and B. And this looks like it's kind of the start of that War of the Realms, or well, not the start, but it kind of leads into it as all this stuff is kind of tying and leading up to it. So I recommend Thor. I love the way Jason Aaron's writing it right now. So. And all these little characters that are popping up here and there, they're all going to have roles to play in this new War of the Realms. So, anyways, my top covers this week, I got Batman Who Laughs number 3. Both covers are really nice. Cover A is a really nice Jock cover, but I really like that cover B, that Federici cover. That is a gorgeous cover. And like I say, I paid $20 for some of the limited variants for covers that weren't even that nice, so that one's really nice. Gideon Falls number 11, cover B, that Miko San cover. It's just a nice black and white cover. I really like it. And Savage Sword of Conan number 1, the Alex Ross cover A, that is really nice. So that is it. That's all I got for covers this week. For my picks, some really good ones. The Devils number 1 by Antarctic Press. Highly suggest you get that one. That looks really good. It's going to be a low print run, and there's only the 1 cover, so that's a good one to get. God of Bad Men, there's 2 covers for that. Looks like an interesting story, so I'm definitely going to try and get that one. Exciting Comics, a relaunch of that after 70 years. New characters are coming in, and they're relaunching some older characters, so it looks like a cool comic. I'm definitely going to grab that one. Detective Comics 998, the lead up to the 1,000, and there's stuff popping up in these leading up to it, which are going to be important. So, and you never know which issue it's going to run in, so I highly suggest you get it. Don't wait for 1,000. Get that one on your pull list. And Avengers No Road Home, this whole weekly series, I'm going to recommend it every week because it's the stuff in these weekly series is going to have roles to play going forward. So highly suggest you get those on your pull list. That is it for my picks this week. I'm going to run through a few books I got last week or on Wednesday. I didn't do a haul video, so I'm going to do it real quick. I grabbed a couple copies. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go through my DC stuff first. I grabbed another copy of Justice League Annual #1 just because that's the first appearance of Perpetua, and I think she's going to be an important character. Got the Dreaming #6. I like the cover, and I think that's a new character showing up in there. I'm not 100% sure of that. Like a lot of you, I grabbed this Harley Quinn 58 Chew variant. It's kind of a cool looking variant, so I got that one. Adventures of Super Sons #7. I grabbed Batman. I only grabbed the one cover because, man, Tom King is pissing me off. And I know he didn't write this one, but Batman just seems to be, again, like Spider-Man, just treading water and going nowhere. But I got I love Sean Gordon Murphy's work, and he did the variants. That's a gorgeous cover. Justice League 17, I grabbed that one. I'm really liking Justice League. Not a lot happened in there as far as Perpetua. But I mean, it's good, so I liked it. And then Female Furious, I got cover B. I like that Matina cover. It's really nice, so grab that one. That was it for DC. From Marvel, I just showed these, but I was at my shop, and he had 2 copies of Avengers #7, the 1 for $10 video game variant. And I was looking for those because that's technically the first cover appearance of that PS4 Spider-Man, who in Spider-Geddon 0 came out a couple weeks after this one. And this is, so that's technically his first appearance in comics right there on the cover. It's really good. I mean, it's only a cover appearance, so it's not in the comic, but good one to get if you can find it. Tony Stark, Iron Man #8, Digital Demon in a Bottle. I had to get that one just because I have the original 128. I hate Dan Slott's writing, but anyways, I bought it anyways. I recommended this. I know it's just a free preview, but I don't know. I like picking these up, and it's a really nice cover, so couldn't pass it up. Daredevil #1, and if you weren't aware, Detective Cole North makes his first appearance in this book, and that may not seem like a big deal, but he kind of reminds me of Jim Gordon from Batman. I kind of think Daredevil here are going to have that same kind of a mutual friendship work kind of thing, and I just think that's first appearance of him, and I think he's going to be an important character. So if you don't have Daredevil #1, I think you should get it. That's my opinion anyways. Conan #3, had to get that. Got cover A, really liking this series. I know I've had a few people say they don't like it, but man, I don't know. I think it's really good, so I don't know what to tell you. Crimson Witch shows up again in there, and those creepy children. Got my second print of issue #1. As well as my second print of issue #2. Those both came out just this week, so it's a really good one to get. Avengers #14, you had your first full appearance of the Shadow Colonel, and you had his whole first team appearance of that, what are they called, the Unliving Army, I think that's what they're called, but yeah, that's a cool storyline. So, and Blade makes an appearance in there. And of course, I mean, my pick of the week was Immortal Hulk #13. It's funny, so I'm going to talk about Immortal Hulk here for a second. This is kind of one of my spec books. I talked about, people are starting to catch on now finally how good this is. This series is really good. In my opinion, this is one of the best series going right now. This one and Venom are the 2 best series right now. You've got outstanding Alex Ross covers. These are going to be sought after for years. The print run on these has been between 40 and 45,000 for every issue except issue 1, which of course they printed by the boatload. But even that one was only 81,000. And for a #1 relaunch, that's pretty low considering everything considered. Because Venom #1, I think, was 175,000 on its launch. So it's fairly low. And like I say, Alex Ross is doing all the covers on these. They're going to second and third printings, a lot of them. And in this issue, you learn that not only is the gamma rays what's making the Hulk powerful, but there's also some magic involved. And that's a huge key kind of moment, because if you remember, I talked about Immortal Hulk #2 quite a while ago before the price jumped way up, and I mentioned it was the first appearance of Dr. Fry and the first appearance of Del Fry. Del Fry is the one who's in the stasis in those chambers in that secret lab, and I can almost guarantee you at some point they're going to try and use him to create more monsters. And because now there's magic involved, that's a key thing to know. So if you haven't got #2, boy, you need to get a copy of #2. And my spec book this week deals with obviously the Immortal Hulk, but it's a book that nobody's talking about. So the reason Bruce Banner became the Immortal Hulk is he was killed by Hawkeye. He was shot by an arrow that had a special arrow tip that Bruce Banner made and gave to Hawkeye, and he asked him to kill him before he turned into the Hulk again, because there was a vision that Hulk was going to kill everybody in the future and stuff. So anyways, then the book you want to get is Civil War II #3, because that's the book where Hawkeye actually kills Bruce Banner, and that leads to him becoming the Immortal Hulk. And they kind of rehash that at 634 at the beginning. They show Hawkeye and Bruce Banner sitting down and discussing things, and then him killing the Hulk, or Bruce Banner, and then that obviously leads to his resurrection and blah blah blah, and the story goes on to him becoming Immortal Hulk. So you need to get that book, because here's the thing, it's my opinion, I have to say this carefully, that when they relaunch the Hulk, he is going to be relaunched in a movie at some point. Now, don't expect this in the next 6 months, but it will be down the road. Marvel is going to be doing some horror line stories, and I highly suspect, again, this is my opinion, nobody that works in the movie industry has told me this. This is just my opinion. I have to carefully word that. That when they relaunch the movie with the Hulk, it's going to be based on this story. It's going to be Hawkeye killing Bruce Banner, which leads him into becoming the Immortal Hulk, and down the road you go. So these books, boy, if you haven't got this run of the Immortal Hulk, you need to get this run of the Immortal Hulk, and you need to pick up a copy of Civil War II #3. It was a fairly high print run. There's a ton of covers. There's cover A is really nice. There's a couple midnight release covers. There's a Joe Quesada black and white wraparound. There's a black cover. There's a Phil Notto 1 for 10. There's a few other ones, an SDCC variant and stuff. So there's lots of them out there. The prices are pretty cheap right now, but get on it, because once the word starts getting out that that's a key book to get, the price will obviously jump up. Try to look for them in the back issue bins at your stores if you can. It is going to be a really good book to get. So because that ties into this whole Immortal Hulk run, and boy, this run is an epic run right now. Like I say, people are just starting to clue into how good it is, and it's going to be sought after for years, especially with the print run being so low on these first 13 issues. It's going to start climbing over the next bit. I think so many people just pass by thinking, oh yeah, whatever, it's another Hulk. Because Totally Awesome Hulk was just so bad for so long that I don't think anybody even paid any attention to this. But this is probably, like I say, is one of the best comics Marvel's putting out right now by far. And with Marvel going the horror route down the road, that's one you want to get. And lastly, I got to show this. I meant to show this a while ago. My good friend Justice for Comics. I don't sell comics, but every once in a while I'll trade a comic with somebody. I traded him a Harley Quinn 57, the Tedesco variant, and he sent me an Aquaman 15. It's a really nice Josh Middleton cover. It's kind of sought after. It's a lower print run. It's kind of hard to, not hard to find, but it's kind of before he really took off. So if you can find that Aquaman 15, look for that in your back issue bins, and definitely try to pick that one up if you can. So anyways, that's it this week, folks. Couple really good books out this week. Couple of good spec books for you to hunt for. Like I say, hunt for that Civil War II #3. That is a really, really good one. Anyways, take care, everyone. Bye for now.